What's up, guys? I'm Grandmaster Shaman and welcome back to the channel. Today we have our second episode of the brand new Sakura game and the Fox Adventures, as Makoto, our fox girl protagonist, our adorable fox girl protagonist, has made it into Warren Village, and she is now getting ready to enter the village and this party. But it does seem like she has a little bit of trouble. Her magic ability to hide herself is kind of not very good. So we'll have to see what kind of things await her. This place really is amazing. I glance around the festival stalls, my eyes wide with disbelief. I heard from other fox girls that this festival was fun, but I never knew it would look like this. There are dozens of stalls set up everywhere, all manned by smiling men and women with their sleeves rolled up. Children scamper across the grassy field, their sandals clacking against the grass. They wear colorful outfits with long trailing sleeves and ribbons tied around their waists. The girls have flower pins in their hair, and some of the boys are wearing masks. These children are accompanied by their parents, who are smiling indulgently as they watch their young at play. A couple by a food stall are feeding one another bits of crispy, freshly cooked pastries. Yet more couples are wandering around beneath the moonlight, holding hands. Everywhere I look, there's something new to see. Yamatai, compared to this place, is incredibly dull and stale. We certainly don't have festivals like this. I haven't heard of half the foods the vendors are selling, and I've never played any of these games. It's all so new, I don't know where to look first. I don't know where to go. I just can't decide. This is way too incredible. I press a hand to my forehead. I'm so overwhelmed it's getting harder and harder to hide my tail and ears. My magic falters and I wince. I want to go and have fun, but all these new noises and sights and smells are a lot for a little fox girl like me to take in. Just abandon. She's so cute! Excuse me, are you alright, miss? A woman man in a nearby stall is looking at me. This one is one of the quieter stalls with a trough of water set at the front filled with splashing fish. Now, I wonder what this stall is for. The woman herself is very pretty, yeah, she is. She has fair hair, so blonde, it's almost white, and gentle blue eyes. Oh, she's so cute! Oh man, is this the love interest? Or is this like maybe the love rival, technically? Unlike many other festival goers, this woman isn't wearing a cotton robe. Instead, she's attired in what looks like armor, with silver gauntlets and greaves. I wouldn't be surprised to see a sword strapped to her back. But no, there's no weapon. Not on her, at least. But when I crane my neck, I see a hilted sword at the back of her stall lying against one of the wooden supports. How ominous. Are you a knight? You could tell. You, kinda stand out just a little. I could say the same about you. What do you mean? She hasn't realized I'm a fox girl, has she? I'm using magic to hide my tail and ears, but maybe something about my demeanor's giving me away. I don't want this pretty night girl to cut my head off. Yeah, she wouldn't cut my head off, right? See, that's exactly, what did I say? What did I say at the end of the last episode? I can't tell since it's sheathed and all, but I bet the sword of hers is pretty sharp. Oh, don't look so shocked. I'm not upset with you. I was merely pointing out the facts. Warren is a small village, but I've never seen you here before, and you're staring at all the stalls like a little child might. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is this your first time at Warden's Harvest Festival? Yes, that's right. I heave a sigh of relief. So this night hasn't seemed past my ruse. It might take me for an outsider, but not necessarily a threat. As long as she thinks I'm a human, I shouldn't come to any harm. At least I hope I don't. Yeah, I hope you don't too, to be honest. She seems nice and really, really, really cute. But I'm a traveler. I came here to look around the festival. To be honest, I've never seen anything quite like it before. You wouldn't be the first to say that. Warren is small, but our Harvest Festival is known across the land. Travelers come here at this time of the year. It's quite accustomed to it, really. I enjoy talking to others from different cultures. I traveled a bit far, a fair bit myself in the past, so I've seen a lot of the land, but ever since I've returned home, I haven't had the chance to talk to many interesting people. You're the most intriguing person I've met all night. It's really a shame, though. The woman pouts. The woman pouts and kicks the grass up with the tip of her shoe. The village chief, Unwin, is very strict about outsiders. He doesn't trust anybody who wasn't born within a 10-mile radius of Warren, and the rest of the village council aren't much better. The council? They're the people who run this village. They're worried about the influx of outsiders every harvest festival might have negative effects, shall we say, upon the village and its people. Our counselors are all old men and women, and they distrust the outside world. Now that sounds pretty familiar. Oh, is it the same in where you come from, too? Yeah, pretty much. I'm not even supposed to be here, strictly speaking. I kinda sneaked out. If Ohana hears about this, she'll scold me until my ears fall off. She can be pretty scary. Some of Warren's counselors are scary too. They say they have our village's best interest at heart, but I wonder. The knight sighs. It seems rather gauche. Asking knights to oversee a celebration like this, my armor stands out horribly among the happy crowds. I prefer to wear a kimono like everyone else, but I'm not allowed. I'm a knight, so I have to look the part. I'm here as precaution, to scare away any ne'er-do-wells. So what do you think? Am I scary enough for you? Positively terrifying. The two of us look at each other for a while, our faces impassive. Then, after a pause, we both begin to giggle. Well, I'm glad I'm not too frightening. I wouldn't want to scare you off. You couldn't. Do your worst. Is that an invitation? The knight examines me and then laughs again. Well, no matter. I doubt I'll need to take up my sword tonight. I'll keep watch over the festival for the last 5 years, and nothing bad has happened yet. With a little luck, things will stay that way. I'd like to believe in the inherent goodness of others, and this festival is a time of joy and celebration. I don't particularly want to wield my sword or shed blood. That would ruin the atmosphere. Well, don't worry. I don't want to cause any problems. I'm just here to have fun. Yes, I can tell. I knew you were trustworthy the moment I saw you, though I can't say why. Maybe it's the shape of your eyes. The knight examines me, her head tilts to one side. Her blue gaze is piercing, and I feel a blush creeping on my cheeks. Why is she looking at me like that? Is there something on my face? Oh no, I'm sorry for staring. It was rude of me. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. It's only... Are you sure we haven't met before? No, I don't think so, no. It's possible. I've never been to Warren Village before, and even if I had, I think a beautiful human like this would stick out in my mind. I see. What a pity. I must be confusing you with someone else. So, brave traveler, if I may be so bold to ask, what is your name? Mikoto. Mikoto, huh? How exotic. You would never find anybody with a name like that in Warren Village. You really are a traveler. I suppose it would be polite if I introduced myself in turn. My name is Juniper. You can call me Junie. Well met. Juniper! Oh my god! All I can think of is freaking Juniper from Percy Jackson. That's immediately my first thought. Whoops. Juniper was adorable. Come on, you can't tell me if you haven't read Percy Jackson. If you've read Percy Jackson, you cannot tell me Juniper wasn't adorable. Come on, she's just so cute. Juniper, or Junie, should I say, holds out her hand. I look at it blankly, my brow furrowed. What? Oh, I meant for us to shake hands. It's a form of greeting. Do not do this where you're from. No, my people are quite reserved. We usually bow instead, but since I'm in your village, I should adapt to your customs. Here, I stick out my hand clumsily, gripping Junie's fingers with my own, then I pump it up and down. I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing it right. I've never partook in such a tradition before, but Junie's smiling, so I guess I didn't do anything too offensive. What a vigorous handshake. You've certainly got power, Makoto, but you have dexterity too. That's what you'll need if you wish to play my game. Game? Oh, I see. What sort of stall are you running exactly? Can't you tell? It's a game where you scoop up fish. If you manage to catch any of them, you can keep them as pets. Pets? My brow furrows. So you don't eat the fish? Well, you could if you wanted, but they're only little goldfish. I don't think they'd have much meat on their bones. If you want a bite to eat, you should head over there. Junie points to a stall opposite hers, where a long line is forming.
Fallon's takoyaki is to die for.
Taiyaki?
They're pastries shaped like fish, and they're crammed full of delicious fillings. Chocolate and cream and the like. You can pick whatever you like the best. This fish would be far more delicious than mine.
So that's what those pastries are. I had seen a few kids walking along eating strange fish-shaped pastries, but I didn't know what they were called. You learn something new every day. Those taiyaki things do look pretty good, but how am I supposed to get one?
Well, you wait in line and tell Fallon what you want, and then give her money, obviously.
Money?
Yes, money. Gold, silver, and bronze coins. Currency. You don't have that where you come from either?
Not really. When we want things, we usually trade for them.
Ah, I see. So you came all this way to the festival, but you don't have any money on you.
No, I don't. I knew I should have asked Shizuka about this, but I didn't want her ratting me out. Now I look like an idiot. What am I gonna do?
That's okay. Don't lose heart. But if I don't
have any money, I can't buy anything to eat.
That is a bummer, isn't it?
It really is. I wanted to try those funny pastries, and I wanted to try your fish game, too.
You did?
Yeah, it looks fun. I've never played a game like that before, and now I'll never get the chance.
Well, I wouldn't be too sure about that myself. You might not have any money, but I do. I'd feel awful if you came all the way to the festival and had to turn around and go home because of one little mistake. So here.
She's so nice! Is she not like an absolute doll? Come on, man. Juniper is bae. Juniper is absolutely bae. Junie reaches into her pocket and extricates few coins. She holds them out to me. They're bronzed and shimmering beneath the lanterns.
This isn't much, but you should be able to buy yourself something to eat. And if you really want to scoop some goldfish, I'll throw that in as a bonus because I'm so nice.
She is. Huh? But that money belongs to you, doesn't it?
Well, it did belong to me, yes, but I want to give it to you.
That's very kind of you, but we're still strangers. I don't know if I really deserve it. I don't want to be a bother.
It's no bother, silly. If you try and scoop a bunch of fish at my stall, you might attract some more customers. Then I'll be able to make all this money back. It's an investment. Plus, I want to see you enjoy yourself. That would make me happy too.
But why?
It's hard to say. You just remind me of somebody, that's all. I had a friend who looked a lot like you. I always liked it when she smiled, and I want you to smile too.
I don't really get it, but thanks.
It's no problem. Now, don't you want to try scooping goldfish? I'll cheer you on if you like.
You're awfully excited about this.
Well, yeah, goldfish scooping is a staple at any festival. It used to be at least, but now shooting ranges are all the rage. Old man Emmerich's stall has been booming tonight, while I've only had a handful of customers. It really is so sad. Why don't kids want to scoop goldfish anymore? Since when did goldfish become uncool? It's so unfair.
Junie stamps her foot on the ground and I laugh. So that's why her stall's so empty. It also explains why she's so desperate to get me to play her game. If she's that desperate, I suppose I can give it a try. Hey Junie, don't worry. You're giving me this opportunity. I'm not gonna waste it. I'll catch every single fish that's still in that trove, and I'll defend your honor. I won't let Emmerich's shooting gallery beat you.
How cool.
Oh, she's blushing.
You're really cool, Makoto. Then take your weapons.
Junie thrusts several papery scoops in my hand with all the force you'd expect from a knife.
I'll leave the fate of my poor, unpopular stall up to you.
No problem, Junie. Just sit back and relax. I got this. It feels nice to finally be relied on for once. Nobody in Yamatai has any faith in me, but Junie's different. We've just met and I want to show her that my very best side of my personality. I don't have many friends in this world, but it'd be nice if I could make a new ally, if only for tonight. For now, that's all I want. She's gonna rock it. Look at her go! Look at it! It's such a good picture. Dude, I love whoever the artist is for the Sakura, games. I love you. You are amazing. Look at her, she's so cute, and the gold, it's just so well drawn. And of course you got the yen and... Is this game, originally in Japanese? Or are they just in English based on Japanese visual novels? I thought I was gonna get it this time. That's so unfair. My scoop ripped again. I can't believe this.
Are you having fun, Makoto?
I don't know if fun is the right word. This game is infuriating. These fish are a lot quicker than I thought they'd be. What have you been feeding them anyway?
Nothing in particular, just fish food. Why? You don't think I'd break the game, do you?
I don't know. It's always a possibility. Hana is always telling me that humans are greedy, selfish creatures. Rigging a child's game would fit right in with your standard human's MO, but I don't know if Junie has sort of to indulgence of petty tricks. I mean, she gave you free money and let you play this game for free. I don't think there's any reason to rig it.
How rude. My fish scooping stall is completely above board. Of that, I can assure you. I'm a proud knight. I would never condone tricks and cheats.
I figured as much. Sorry for doubting you. I didn't think you'd do anything bad, but this game is pretty rough.
That's because you need to work on your technique. You have to move the scoop at an angle, and you have to be fast, too. If you tarry too long, the weight of the fish will tear the paper, and then it will fall back into the trough.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, I've had first-hand experience of that happening. I only have one scoop left, and I haven't caught a single fish. Talk about humiliating. If I want to impress Junie, I need to make this last one count. I'm Himiko's daughter, and I should be able to do at least this much. I roll up my sleeves. My fingers grip the handle of the scoop even tighter while my legs shift across the grassy ground. I lean towards the trough. The breeze blows the scent of frying octopus and freshly baked pastries into my nostrils, but I ignore it. My eyes zero in on one fish in particular, to the right-hand side of the tank. It's hemmed in between two other fish, and it looks trapped. The perfect target. Now, I fling my arm out, lightning fast, ready to scoop up the fish. I fling my arm out a little too far, actually, and...
Makoto!
I hit the side of the trough. The trough tips precariously to one side, and cold water splashes all over me. My hair, and my face, and my shirt. Oh, I see. She fucking failed! Oh, no. That's so bad. They're all soaked.
Makoto, are you alright?
I'm a little chilly.
Achoo! Oh no, I hope you don't catch a cold. Don't worry, Makoto. I have a tower behind my stall, and I'll go grab it.
But Junie's voice fades away. She's staring at me, though she's seeing me for the first time, a curious expression on her face. What is it? I didn't do anything to offend you, did I?
No, but you...
What?
Junie opens her mouth, ready to respond, but...
Hey, what's that over there? Who's that strange girl by Junie's stall? I've never seen her here before. She must be an outsider. She's more than an outsider. Look at her ears. Look at that tail. Is that a fox girl? How long has she been here? What's a beast like that doing in our village? By this point, it looks like everybody in the festival is looking at me. The man in the taiyaki star, and the girl selling candy apples, and the man by the shooting range. The lovey-dovey couples and the happy families and the young kids. All eyes are immediately vicinity. Why can I not read today? All eyes in the immediate vicinity are trained on me. Cold and searching. I don't see any fondness in their faces. They're all staring at me like some kind of parasite. Nobody moves, but I can sense the unease in the air. It's the calm before the storm. They're staring me down, weighing me up, deciding what to do. Do they mean to hurt me? But what would they say? They shouldn't know who I am. I was using magic to disguise my true identity, but... Slowly I reach up, my hands press against the top of my head. I feel the smooth, damp hair and fluffy, damp ears. My ears. The spell must have worn off. I was so shocked after getting soaked I couldn't keep my disguise up. I could try to use magic again, but it's far too late. Everybody's already looking at me. They already know. Now the citizens of Warren Village have realized I'm a fox girl. I doubt they'll be so welcoming anymore. I've ruined everything. Hey, wait, I can explain. I tried to ward off the villagers' ire, but words seem to have the opposite effect. Their eyes flash and they snarl at me like rabid dogs. Leave this place. Your kind isn't welcome here. If we let you stay here too long, you'll bring misfortune down on us all. We've got to drive her out. But it sucks because Mikoto and I, the difference is that she's super cute and, you know, being a fox girl is like, is really, really great to a lot of people, you know? But trust me, I know exactly how this feels. As someone who's trans, and I don't exactly pass, as you could probably tell, this kind of shit happens all the time. Like, people will get mad for you existing and ask you to leave just because you're different. And obviously there are people who aren't. You know, there are exceptions to every rule. And obviously this doesn't take place in the current world. You know, this is probably more of closer to a medieval period, I assume, but I don't know for sure. And that would be even worse. Now, if this were like ancient Rome, you'd probably be fine. Because in ancient Rome and like ancient Greece, like they were so good about this shit, to be honest. You know, LGBT people were super accepted. People who were different were super accepted. I bet you a fox girl would be like heavenly almost. I glance around, searching for a friendly face. I wonder if Ayaka or Shizua and the others are somewhere in the crowd, still disguised as humans. But if they are, I can't see them. I'm all alone. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I just wanted to enjoy the festival.
And why do you think a beast like you has any right to enjoy our festival? You shouldn't even be here.
The chief is right. Your kind is evil.
You can't be trusted.
I bet you'd use our flesh and bones with your magic if you had the choice. No, that isn't true. I wouldn't.
Silence!
A man who I take to be the village chief cries out, spittle flying from his mouth in impotent rage.
We cannot permit a monster like you to speak, or else you will curse us all.
A curse? No way. Maybe she'll make our hair fall out. That's so creepy. It's not fair. This was my first date with Erin and she ruined it. A gaggle of girls in colorful robes, their hair tied up in intricate styles, glare at me. These girls look about the same as me. Other than my ears and tail, we look rather similar. If I was a normal human, I'm sure we could be friends. But I'm not a human. I'm a fox girl, and they're looking at me like I'm a piece of garbage. I don't want to curse anybody. I came here because I love humans.
You love us?
That's right. I came here to see if we can get along. We might be different species, but we shouldn't hate one another. I had hoped in time we might be able to form an alliance.
An alliance? Ha! Over my dead body. Here. We have too much pride to comport with a jackal like you.
A jackal? You might be mistaken. I'm a fox girl, and
I'll tell you what you are. You're a wily beast who wants to do us harm. But we won't let that happen. You've had your chance to leave our village peacefully, monster. Now we have no choice but to make you leave by force.
Hey, Unwin. Don't you think you're being a little too hasty? This girl hasn't done anything yet.
And as village chief, I can hardly stand here and wait until she does. The lives of many people are my utmost priority, and this girl's very existence threatens them. I won't let her hurt anybody.
So you're going to kill her?
If I must.
But that...
But nothing. Ready your weapons, everyone. Yes, sir.
The villagers hasten to obey their chief's command. Some of them pick up swords and spears concealed behind their wooden stalls, more like retrieve rocks from the grass. Among them is Fallon, the tall woman who's running the taiyaki stall. Does she want to hurt me too? I need to run. I know I have to run, but I can't move. My body is completely frozen. I didn't want things to turn out like this. I just wanted to make friends with all these humans, so why?
Now let us show the intruder what we do with creatures like her. Right you are, Chief Unwin.
You can rely on us. We'll tear out her Jesus. These people are fucking crazy, man. The problem is, like, as much as this seems crazy, there are literally people who do this to other people. Like, you don't even need a fox ears and a tail. You could just not like the way he looks. Could be a different race. Could be, you know, just someone that rubs you the wrong way. And there are people, especially here, that would legitimately do something like that. And you could sit here and be mad at me all you want, but I've experienced it firsthand. So I wish it wasn't true, but
we won't let her make a mockery of us.
I wince and take a tremendous step back, eyes wide, as I feel something hard strike my cheek. Did someone throw a rock at me? I don't have time to process this attack, however, because I'm soon assaulted by another sharp burst of pain and another and another. It hurts. I never asked for this.
See, this, I knew you should listen to Ohana, but God. There's plenty more where that came from. Let's keep it up.
Right.
Hey, stop that. We should talk this out.
Junie calls after the angry villagers, but to little avail. They're already intent on shedding blood. My blood. A wave of villagers swarm towards me, swords and shields in hand. They're going to kill me. In that case, I have to run. Crap, I need to get out of here. Finally, my legs become unstuck. They still feel weak and unstable, but I can run again. I dash away, heart thumping in my chest, while volleys of stones fly at me. One sharp rock cracks the back of my head and I stumble, but I don't fall. I can't.
Go after her, don't let her get away.
The villagers with weapons are chasing after me, their feet thudding against the dirt. I run harder than I ever had before, but I don't know if it's enough. Despite my training sessions with Ohana, I'm still too weak. Why am I so pathetic? I tear away from the festival grounds and dash towards the trees. I don't have any magical powers, so I can't defend myself. All I can do is flee, weaving this way and that, like demented fish. My physical strength leaves much to be desired. My heart seizes up in my chest and it's hard to breathe. The back of my head pounds painfully. Those rocks must have struck me with a lot more force because I feel discombobulated, uneasy on my own legs. Each and every step is agony. It hurts. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts.
She's slowing down.
We should be able to catch her.
Let's punish her.
We humans are no pushovers. We'll show you how strong we really are. I pause by an oak tree, gasping for breath. My body is doubled over in pain. My fingers gripping the rough bark so hard it hurts. When I bring up my hand up to my scalp, I can feel blood. My fingers come away stained crimson. The thick, vicious squish liquid shimmers in the moonlight. All of a sudden, I feel sick. My vision begins to blur. I can't keep going.
Stop hurting! You'll only tire yourself out further. Can't you see you have no hope of winning? Your time is already up.
A villager is upon me now. A tall, handsome woman with a square jaw holding a wooden spear. She isn't wearing armor like Junie, but she looks like a warrior. It's Fallon. It's hard to believe that only a few minutes ago she was serving sweet pastries to the young boys and girls of the village. She was smiling back then without a care in the world, but now her face is tense with concentration, and I know it's meant to hurt me. No, wait, please. I step back and I bump into the trunk of a large oak tree. There's nowhere for me to run. My body aches too much. My head is spinning, and this woman is getting closer and closer.
I'm sorry, young miss.
I don't want to hurt you, but I need to protect my village. I'm only carrying out the chief's wishes, so please forgive me for being so cruel. Now prepare yourself. I won't show you any mercy. I crouch to the ground, hands over my head, and I close my eyes. I know as the woman's weapon whistles towards me that I'm gonna be killed.
Enough!
I hear the clatter above my head, wood against steel. Fallon gasps in surprise, and though I can't see her face, I'm sure her eyes are bulging open with shock.
What are you doing here, Junie?
Huh? Junie? Did she come here to finish me off herself? I thought she stayed back in the village, but I crack my eyes open and lift my head. Man, such good artwork. Junie is standing before me, her ashen hair fluttering behind her like a cape. She holds her sword in hand, and her cold eyes are burning with hard, steely determination. She isn't pointing her sword at me, though. Instead, she's pointing it at...
Junie, leave her alone, Fallon.
Fallon stares at Junie, her expression disbelieving.
What are you talking about, Junie? Didn't you hear what the village chief said? We have to get rid of her one way or another. Really? And do you always do everything the chief says?
Well, no, but...
And does this girl look like a threat to you?
Junie glances towards me. I'm still crouched on the ground, shivering. I don't think I could get up if I tried. You're right, of course. Fallon sighs and draws in a breath, pressing her fingers against her temple. I don't think she's evil, no, but she did disrupt our festival. That much can't be refuted.
So you think she deserves to die because of that? I thought you were more honorable than that, Fallon. I never imagined that I would see you threatening to harm somebody far weaker than you, who can't fight back. You've disappointed me.
Disappointed you, but I'm only trying to protect our village.
By murdering this poor creature, please.
Well... Fallon glances away, her brow frowned. I don't want to kill her, not necessarily. I was hoping if I injured her a little, she might have the gumption to run away on her own. I feel off for causing her pain, but no matter what you say, she can't stay here. She's a fox girl. You've heard the stories about them, haven't you? They're supposed to be dangerous.
Fox girl or no, she's still a living creature and she's suffering. We need to take care of her. Now, Makoto, you poor thing.
Junie sheaths her sword, then turns to look at me, her eyes soft with concern. She bends down, arm outstretched, her fingers pointed upwards at the brilliant moon.
Can you stand? If not, you can take my hand.
But you're not meant to help me. If you do, you'll get in trouble.
Oh, I'm always getting in trouble. The village leader says I'm too unconventional to be a proper knight. But what does he know? I don't care about being conventional, not if it will help you. Now here.
Junie's fingers coil around mine. Slowly she helps me to my feet. Just a few seconds earlier, I thought I was going to die. But now Junie is here. She saved me. She saved my life, and
Makoto! Hey, Makoto!
All of a sudden, I feel incredibly tired. What little strength still remains in my body evaporates, and with a soft sigh, I fall into Junie's waiting arms. After that, all I see is deep, impenetrable darkness. Oh, fuck. Well, that's all for this episode, so make sure you guys hit that like button down below for me, because you already know your support's greatly appreciated, as well as hitting the subscribe button for future content, stay up to date on the Sakura Fox adventure as we continue our story on to the future. And yeah, we got a very interesting place to pick up, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe, that would be very, very, very much appreciated. And we'll see y'all next time.